We're gonna go to Gander Mountain to try to find a strap for these new sunglasses of mine. It's a mountain of shoes. You love shoes too much. I wish I knew where Jen was. Jen has no idea what tiddlywinks are.
I just want you to buy me these tiddlywinks. Why can't we just get these tiddlywinks?
How much are they?
$10.
That's why?
$10 for tiddlywinks. That's a great deal.
It's a terrible deal. We need this duck call better.
Duck Dynasty.
It's a game where you have to like shoot tiddlies into the wink. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about these pivot heads, which I am filming with as we speak. Sorry about the sun. I hate that it takes me a couple of days to realize some stuff, but you guys left me some comments saying, oh, they're awesome, they're totally cool, but seems like they're zoomed in really far. And that's one thing that I hate about, you know, when you try to cram little tiny electronics into something that is small, like these glasses, you have to sacrifice a few things. And one of the things that they sacrificed was the switching ability between 1080p and 720p is not a true switching ability. All that it does is it crops down the 1080p to 720p. So you get the zoom effect, which I didn't like. So now we're in 1080p, which doesn't have the same crispness as a 720p 60 frames a second, because this is only 30 frames a second, but it's a lot wider of an angle. So you guys tell me what you think, and tell me if the 1080p looks pretty good in comparison to the Canon. At least the Canon's also filming in 1080. Watch it in HD, by the way. Click down there. I did have one issue with these glasses, and it wasn't really with the glasses, it was with, we were looking really hard to find these things called croquis, which are just like neoprene straps for the back. That's what I used at the park. I found an off-brand called Chums. They work just fine, but they didn't quite fit the sides as well as a normal set of croquis. Like they sell these things called croquis XLs, which are the larger size. They would have fit this a lot better, but they worked, but they irritated my ears. So these have these little like holes on the back side of them, and I can get this product from Costa Del Mar called grippers, which have like fishing, what are they called? They're called spin those things that like, they're like safety pins, but like they swivel casters, right? I think that's what they're called. But they've got those on the end, and then they can cinch to the back with just like a black cord. That's what I'm gonna get for riding the roller coasters rather than those croquis. That nobody sells them around town though, so I gotta order them online. It's $5.99 and $7 for shipping. Yes. By the way, we are on our way to Sam's. The whole time before, I was using my dad's membership, and it's starting to get to the point where I have to go more often. So I'm gonna get my own membership. It's not too bad. It's like 40 bucks, and both me and Jen can have a card. So we're gonna get our own, and we're gonna get a few things while we're there right now. See, when I finally go off of my diet, I'm just gonna come here and just be like, I will take this 56 ounces of Hershey's Kisses for $10, please. Whoa, a s'mores kit. Oh dear. Oh, the brownies and cookies we could make. I need mustard. Should I just get like a bunch of little tiny packets of mustard? This blows my mind. 4 pounds of salt for 98 cents. See, this was a good trip because there wasn't anybody here, but apparently they closed at like 7. So it's 7:05 now, or like 7:15. So I was in there while they were closed. They made an announcement like, please make your way to the front. We are now closed. And I'm like, oh man, I just got here. Now you guys saw that we went down the candy aisle. How ridiculous is it that I put myself through this torture? But man, I want candy so bad. I just have to go down the candy aisle just to see and like imagine that I could eat it. But here's the part that I didn't understand, right? So Sam's Club, or Sam's, or any of those big box stores, or whatever their wholesale stores, you're supposed to go to if you own a restaurant, right? Like you go and you get your food, it's a small restaurant, and then before you have like a supplier, you know what I'm saying, right? So why is it that I went down the aisle because I needed mustard, and I like spicy mustard or Dijon mustard or something other than yellow mustard. I like yellow mustard just fine, but if I can get the other stuff, I'll get the other stuff. Why is it that they didn't have anything other than yellow mustard? They had 5 different kinds of ketchup and like 6 different kinds of barbecue sauce and 3 different kinds of like wing sauce, like hot sauce. I'll tell you one thing for sure, if I were a college student, I would buy those boxes of little packets of mayonnaise, mustard, and ketchup and just keep them at my house. People would be amazed that I had those things. Panda, what are you doing?
Good idea.
Get your tail. Get your tail. That's not your tail. Quite literally, he was chasing his tail for like 5 minutes, and then I was like, oh, I should probably be filming this, and then I turned it on and he stopped. That's everybody's luck. Like your kid, your dog, your cat. Oh, they're doing the cutest thing ever. Quick, get the camera. And then they just stop. They're just looking at you like. Look at how terrible the picture is that they gave me on the back of my Sam's Club card. What the heck? By the way, I have a Sam's Club card now. These darn little baby frogs are everywhere by our house right now. I do have to let you guys know that Jen is here tonight, but she's not feeling so good. A little bit sick, but hopefully it's just like a small cold or even allergies, because I had the same thing like the other day, last week, over the weekend, because I was actually supposed to go to Blue Springs, but we went to Universal instead because I had this nose thing. Hopefully go to Blue Springs this weekend. That's why Jen's not in the videos. I'm making bread. I'm making a honey wheat, which is not, you guys can't even see it in there at all. It's not getting as big as I'd like for it to be, but we'll see how it turns out. I don't know. Hopefully it turns out good. Hopefully it puffs up some more, but I don't think it's going to. I don't know. We'll find out soon. Well, there's that loaf of bread. Boo. It's not as, I mean, it still looks good. It's pretty darn thick bread, like very hearty. I'm gonna try again. I used honey instead of sugar and more flour, so I'm just gonna use regular sugar and a half a cup less flour than last time. That should work out. Done another loaf with less flour. Hopefully it'll rise up better. I don't know. I'm gonna be really mad if it's like just because it's wheat flour. If it's wheat flour, it's only 3 cups and all the other stuff is exactly the same and it rises just perfectly. I don't know. I don't get it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Now it's time to pay the price.